It's my pleasure to welcome Mike Burnett to the studio this morning. Mike is treasurer for the Alabama Record Collectors Association. Mike, thanks a lot for getting up early and coming in before church.
Thank you for having me, Terry.
Got the big record show coming up this weekend, March 1st and 2nd. That's a new location. We're going to talk about that. But if you will, take a minute and just tell us about yourself and a little about your family.
Well, yeah, I was born in Anniston and raised in Birmingham, listened to the great radio stations, WSGN, WVLK, but mostly SGN, and the good guys, and fell in love with music at that point. And without realizing I was collecting, I was accumulating several records and albums, and problem was I didn't take care of them as well as I should have. But, I still got a lot of them, and I've collected a lot since then. But I went on and I retired from the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. I was a deputy sheriff there.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 1995, I went to a record show that I happened to see in the paper, and it was at the Department House. I'm sorry, it was at the FOP Lodge on Green Springs Highway, the old Birmingham FOP Lodge.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Bobby Goldsboro was going to be there.
Wow.
And it was the Alabama Record Collectors, and they were sponsoring Bobby some kind of star or something up in Muscle Shoals. And so I went to see him, and I realized this was a trade show of albums and records, and I thought this is pretty neat, and I enjoyed it, and went back the next year and wound up joining ARCA.
Yeah. And what year was that, Mike?
That was 1995.
95.
When I joined, yeah.
Right.
And I loved it ever since because I've always loved music, and now I'm in an organization that's all we have is people that love music.
Absolutely.
And collect music. You don't have to be a collector,
mm-hmm.
but just have to love music.
Right. Well, the big record show's coming up. Now, this show has been for the past several years at the Bessemer Civic Center, but Alabama Record Collectors moving the show this year to the beautiful Gardendale Civic Center.
Right. We've moved over the years. We spent the last 17 or 18 years at Bessemer and loved it there, but we just needed to expand.
Sure.
And Gardendale afforded us the opportunity to do that. And we expanded pretty well. We had 60 tables was our max at the Bessemer Civic Center. We got 92 at the Gardendale Civic Center. So we're looking forward to having, I think we got like 45 vendors total.
Wow.
From all over the country,
mm-hmm.
not just around here. They're from up north. They're from, Midwest. So we've got a lot of vendors coming in with 45s, albums, just literally thousands and thousands of them. And CDs as well.
One thing I enjoy, too, music memorabilia. You'll find posters.
You'll find just DVD, concert DVDs, movie posters.
Old radio shows,
right.
Concerts.
Right. And, maybe even some music-oriented dolls, like an Elvis Barbie doll or something. Just, music is everything music. But like I say, literally just thousands and thousands of records and CDs to choose from.
It's always a lot of fun. Family-friendly atmosphere. You'll have food trucks there this year.
Yeah, on Friday we're going to have Porky's Pride, which is a local Gardendale barbecue establishment. They're going to have a truck out there. Then Saturday we're going to have another local establishment called Two Fat Men. Comical name, but they're kind of Italian menu. They have sandwiches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Both of them are great food vendors, so we're looking
mm-hmm.
forward to having them. And as long as you keep your ticket when you come in, you can go outside, get your lunch, whatever, and step right back in, continue shopping.
I love it. Mike Burnett with us this morning from the Alabama Record Collectors Association. The big record show coming up this coming weekend, Friday, March 1st and Saturday the 2nd at the Gardendale Civic Center. We'll be back in just a few minutes and talk about more particulars of the show. Stay with us. 93.7 WDJC. Mike Burnett co-hosting the 8 o'clock hour with me this morning. Mike is with the Alabama Record Collectors Association, and appreciate you coming in this morning.
Thank you, Terry.
Got the big record show coming up at the Gardendale Civic Center this Friday and Saturday, March 1st and 2nd, and it's going to be huge. Vendors coming from all over the United States. And just tell us more about the show.
Yeah, first of all, for those that are not familiar with Gardendale Civic Center, I just kind of want to give the general location to get there. You just go up I-65 to exit number 271, which is Fieldstown Road. You just turn right, go a couple of blocks, and turn right on Mount Olive Road, and then it'll dead end at the Civic Center. So it's really easy to get to, and I went up that way yesterday to double-check some things. The traffic through Birmingham is not that bad. A lot of people are concerned about the traffic with the interstate being messed up, but if you come in from the east, I-20, I-59 east, there's alternate routes that you can take, but it's still easy to get to. So traffic's not going to be an issue. One thing I did want to mention, we are having a special guest this year, Victoria Hallman. A lot of people may recognize that name. She's best known as Miss Honeydew on the television show Hee Haw from like 1979 to around 1990. But a lot of people didn't realize that she was born in Alabama, raised, and went to high school at Bibb County. She, over the years, she was in different little talent show contests and won, and she caught the attention of Bob Hope, who brought her out to Hollywood, and she began opening up for him, and then Connie Stevens and some other national artists. Eventually made her way back to Nashville, where she hooked up with Buck Owens. And, became one of the female singers to the Buckaroos, and then, of course, landed a Hee Haw gig. She was with a couple of local bands here before that. One was called the Ramblers, and then she sung with Bob Kane for a while. A lot of people remember the name Bob Kane, who was kind of a nightclub singer before he hooked up with Bill Gaither in the Homecoming series before he passed away. But we're having her both days. She's actually got a book that she had wrote called, it's a long title. It's called Hollywood Lights, Nashville Lights, Two Hee Haw Honeys, Dish, Life, Love, Elvis, Buck, and Good Times in the Cornfield. Now, is that a title or is that a title?
That is a long one.
But she's going to be there both days, signing autographs, taking pictures, selling her book.
Oh, good.
Or just meeting and greeting people. So we're looking forward to having her.
Very nice.
But we just want to remind everybody that the show, we're going to have thousands and thousands of CDs and records and stuff there. So if you've got a song you're looking for, please come out there. This is the place to find it. Don't try to order it online where you just take a chance and then it come in and not be the right condition, or right. Or take forever to get here. You can see them all right here.
You know, Mike, one thing I enjoy about the show is for a serious collector, you can go in and find just a very rare album that's a collector's item, and might have to spend a little bit of money on it, or you can find a table with light new albums for $5 a piece.
Right.
I mean, you can spend as little or as much as you want.
Right. Don't be intimidated thinking this is going to be some high dollar show. Yeah. The vast majority of the records, the 45s, the albums, can be had for just 45 records for 50 cents or $1.
Yep.
Albums for $2 or $3. CDs for $2 or $3. Now, yeah, obviously there's more collectible stuff that does cost more.
Right.
But the vast majority of items can be had for just pennies on the dollar.
I know one person that'll be there, Ace McKay from the Roxanne and Ace show in the mornings. He's a collector. Of course, I'll be there, and it's an honor to be a member of the Alabama Record Collectors Association.
Yeah, we love having you, Terry. You joined us a few years ago, and you've been a great member, and we have a lot of great members in the organization.
I want to tell you some of the best people I've ever been associated with, and my wife, Katie, she's got to be friends with your wife and the wives, and they come along to some of the events, and we just have a great time.
Yeah, if I can, I'll tell you a little bit about the organization itself.
Yeah.
It's the Alabama Record Collectors Association, which the acronym is ARCA. We were founded in 1980. The founder is Fred Dalkey, who is still a current member of the organization. And like I say, you don't have to be a collector, just be a music lover. We have monthly meetings. We sponsor the CD and Record Show once a year. We have other events like picnics and Christmas parties, and occasionally take a trip every now and then to somewhere. But it's a very family-friendly organization.
Yeah.
And you get in the record show free. Actually, to work a little bit for the record show if you remember, working at the Mission Door and stuff like that. But one thing I want to say about the record show too, get back on that. I don't think we gave the prices. Admission's $5. And that is good all day. If you keep your ticket, you can leave the show if you need to make a run somewhere and come back. As long as you have a ticket, you get back in that same day. We do have an early bird special that's from 12 to 3 on Friday, the first day. The admission for that is $10, and the reason it costs more is you're getting in before the regular show opens, so you get to look at the entire inventory that's available before it starts being picked over, and chances are something being gone that you may be looking for. So it's from 12 to 3. Then the regular show's from 3 to 8, and then 9 to 5 on Saturday.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be great, bigger and better than ever. I think I saw something like 55% more bigger than we've had in the past at Bessemer, I believe.
Right. We have, like I say, about 32 more tables.
That's awesome.
Than we were having at Bessemer.
That's a lot of shopping. I always kind of set a budget for myself, and people were laughing at me last year when I called Katie before I went home to tell her how much I spent.
Yeah,
I spent just a little bit more on records.
When we come back, I'll give some tips that you may want to utilize when you do come out there that'll help you take full advantage of the show. When we come back, I'll talk about that.
That'll be good. Mike Burdett with us from the Alabama Record Collectors Association. It's a Sunday of Praise, 93.7 WDJC. The record show has moved from the Bessemer Civic Center to the Gardendale Civic Center this year.
Right. And I want to mention, I led into it earlier about things that you might want to consider when coming. First is, if you're looking for anything particular, you might want to have a written wish list, because once you get out there and you're so overwhelmed with the selection, you probably forget what you might be looking for. So we recommend you bring written wish list if you're looking for anything particular. The other is to plan on spending some time there. Don't think you're going to go there and take 10 minutes and look for a record. Plan on spending some time. We ask everybody, please bring plenty of cash, because a lot of these dealers, some may take debit or credit cards, some may not.
That's right.
Most may not. Most don't take checks. There's an ATM on site, but it can run out if people start using it. So we ask everybody to bring cash with them. And ARCA does not make change from the door. A lot of people ask us to break 100. We can't do that. But the other thing is, when you come, you'll be issued a ticket. Please hang on to that ticket if you plan on leaving the facility and coming back later that day. That ticket will get you in. We don't stamp hands or anything like that. I did want to mention a couple things about ARCA itself. I have not given you, we do have a website, and we do have a Facebook page. The website is alabamarecordcollectors.com. The Facebook page is facebook.com/Alabama Record Collectors. So be sure to check both those out for current events and information, music information. It's a great source for that.
Absolutely. And if you love music and want to be a part of it, come visit with us at our monthly meetings. And we meet at the Homewood Library on Sunday, third Sunday, I think it is.
Right.
On Sunday afternoons.
Traditionally, it's the third Sunday of the month. There are a couple of exceptions during the year because of Father's Day in June. And this year, Easter is on the third Sunday in April, so we're going to be meeting the fourth. And then a couple of times a year we have picnics and Christmas parties, so we don't have a meeting. But and we recommend anybody to join. You do not have to, like I say, be a record collector to join. If you go to the website, there's information on how to become a member. We'd love to have anybody that's likes music. And you'll be given a calendar of events and stuff that tells you when our meetings are. And we have meetings are very informative. Terry, you're the internal vice president this year, so you help us get the meeting agenda going. And we have very informative and entertaining meetings. Sometimes it's special guests. Sometimes it's just programs. Sometimes maybe a video of some kind.
Right.
We always have something interesting.
Listen to some music and bring music from a
we
certain
listen
something like
to music.
that. Oh, yeah.
You can't have a meeting at a record collectors organization and not listen to music.
Got to listen to a little music. Well, I appreciate you taking time to come in this morning, and looking forward to the show. Again, it's at Gardendale Civic Center this Friday and Saturday, March 1st and 2nd. And we hope our WDJC listeners will come out. Family-friendly event, something for the whole family for sure.
Right.
And Mike Burdett, our guest this morning on WDJC. It's a Sunday of Praise.